Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining again. And for those who are new to my channel, welcome. Tonight, we're going to talk about what to expect when you go in for your pre-pregnancy or preconception visit. Keep in mind that this is a visit that's really a real checkup to see where am I with my health, mental health, physical health, social health. All of this is important as you prepare to bring in a new life into this world. When you go, make sure that you bring either your support person, baby's dad, or any other persons that you want involved in this visit. Because this is an important time to be able to share information that is important for your pregnancy and your pregnancy outcome. So when you go in, expect to have time for a very detailed history. All of the information that we talked about yesterday for you to gather at home with all these conversations you've had with your mom, your family members, to gather what your family history is now going to come into play. So when you go in, expect that that history is going to include what is your family history? Things such as cancer, diabetes, stroke, all of that information will be really helpful. What about your own personal medical history? Have you had any surgeries? Have you had any diseases or any problems either as a child or as an adult? For the baby's father, this information is also important to have. Things that will also happen is to look at your sexual history, to look at your menstrual history, to know how long are your periods, how often do they come, are their periods heavy, light? That information is important to have. Also to look at your contraceptive history. Are you taking a family planning method now? If so, when do you plan to stop? If you've had a pregnancy before, it's important to share what occurred with your pregnancy. Did you have any problems that occurred during your pregnancy? Was there any problems with diabetes? Did your blood pressure go up in a previous pregnancy? Did you have what's called preeclampsia or toxemia in a previous pregnancy? That's important to know. Did you have problems with bleeding after the baby was born? Any problems during labor? All of this information will be important to share in this visit. We also want to know about your social history. Are you ready in terms of your finances, in terms of housing, in terms of your support systems? What was noted earlier on in the earlier videos when we talked about some of the root causes for maternal death, mental health was one of those, as well as postpartum hemorrhage, blood clots. All of these things are things to consider as all of this is going on and your history is being taken. The other question is your lifestyle choices. Are you smoking cigarettes? Are you using any types of substances? Do you drink alcohol? That's important to also share because now is the time to begin any kind of smoking cessation, changing in any substance use that you might have, or totally stopping altogether prior to pregnancy. These are important matters to consider. This should also be a time where your questions are answered. So write down those questions that you have in your mind. Also, some of the things that you're thinking about for this great pregnancy and birth experience that you're wanting. Now is the time to begin the discussion about that. So this is what you can expect for the history. You will have a full physical examination done at this time. You can expect that there will be a pelvic exam. That exam will help to see what is your gynecologic health, to be able to check for pap smear if you haven't had a pap smear already, and to be able to check the size of your pelvis. You can also expect that lots of blood work will be drawn so that we can get some idea of the important lab works that we need to know through your pregnancy. Things that are important for you to know right off the bat is your blood pressure. What your blood pressure is on this day will be kind of considered your baseline blood pressure, meaning this is the blood pressure we're starting with prior to your pregnancy occurring. The other thing is your weight. Where is your weight on the BMI scale? Is your weight average? Are you underweight? Are you overweight? Are you obese? You may need to work on losing weight. You may need to work on gaining weight. So this will be important to also consider. So these will be the things that you can expect for that preconception, pre-pregnancy visit. Consider it to be a great checkup prior to you becoming pregnant to help you prepare your body, your mind, everything about you holistically for having a healthy pregnancy. So thank you again for the time. We will be visiting again tomorrow as we will continue to look at, so what do some of these results mean? As we consider the causes of maternal death, I want to be able to bring in all of these things so we can understand why certain labs are done, what are we watching for, what can be risk factors based upon the findings of your physical exam, your lab work, all of these things. So once again, thank you. I look forward to our next time together. Please subscribe to my station. It will give you the opportunity to know when the next topics will be. Invite your family, friends. We need male involvement with these discussions. So please invite them all. Thank you again. We look forward to seeing you another time. Thank you. Have a great, great evening.